It's been 84 years since I've made a honkai video. Hey, how's it going, you swell individuals? On today's actual normal tier list, yay, we're gonna be ranking the Genshin. Fuck, it's instinct at this point. But we're gonna be ranking the Star Rail characters by the favoritism of one specific person, that being myself. And we can compare our choices in the comments like we usually do. Also, real quick, we're doing this because the old likability tier list is kind of outdated, and I did not know much about the characters when I made that. But now, my knowledge has girthed up, and we are more experienced in the tragedy that is this game. But yeah, let's get right into it. So first up, we have Mr. Arin. Now, anyone who can babysit my dog or my pushy is a very swell individual indeed. Also, he is quite sophisticated because he is a manager of money. His boss's money. Now, he's such a normal security dude. Like, I can imagine this man working as, like, you know those Garda truck, like, escort peoples? Yeah, he'd have, like, a Rottweiler, and they'd protect the monies together. Very specific example, but I am gonna leave him in sophisticated chill peep. Then we have his broke boss, also voiced by Mona, because they need to be. But yeah, she does have a dog that she loves and cares for, which gives respect points in my book. And also having lots of credit card debt. Yeah, very relatable chick. Yes! Outside of her financial indecency, I should say, she's kind of just an average, curious kind of chick. I am gonna say I like Arin a little more, but they're still in like the same like ballpark range, yeah. They also have a very cute sensei and student, even though he's kind of the sensei low-key. Next we have Bailu, this is my daughter, or sorry, no. She's Daddy DH's daughter. Truly two blessed individuals. But if there is one that is more blessed, it is Bailu, because she is a walking cloud of no, wait. That is the wrong word. I was gonna say testosterone. But she's just a walking ball of energy, and she's always kind of just hyped. She likes her food. She's kind of like Pimon in that regard, just more bearable, because she doesn't ask stupid questions all the time. But nah, Pimon is better now, but I still like Bailu more. I'm gonna say she is indeed a gift from Barbados, because Barbados is a dragon. She's a dragon. It kind of works perfectly, yes. As for Daddy DH in his dragon form, although they're kind of the same thing. Actually, no. Standard DH is like your typical house husband who all the introverts get moist for. And Dragon Daddy DH is like the guy who works in the construction industry. And he gets home, he's all sweaty and tired, and the wife is like, you better satisfy me tonight, baby. So yeah, safe to say I do like this one a little more. I also have a bias for dragons now because of a certain daddy in the background, yes. But yeah, he is indeed quite an epic individual. And the other one is just average standard, yeah. He doesn't have as much girth to him. Like, the backstory isn't all there because he forgot about it, because he was too epic to contain his memories. Speaking of epic, Blade is so edgy, but I kind of love him like a lot. It's weird. At first, I was like, oh, he's too much. He's like Zhao if he took steroids, which is kind of a problem. But kind of similar to Zhao, I grew to like this dude and just feel so fucking bad for him. Like, he just wants to go on a field trip to hell and never come back. But unfortunately, the bus is already gone and he's stuck at his current destination. It's a really unfortunate situation he's in. But I will say his little interactions with his squad are freaking wholesome. Wait, I want to do the squad. I think Kafka, low-key, is the closest thing to like a villain-ish in this game. Because if you guys remember her trailer, bruh, she was killing those security dudes like left and right, and I was just screaming, yes, bitch, slay! And safe to say, I do still hold that opinion, so I'm gonna say she is an immaculate gift from, we're gonna say Lucifer. Yeah, her and Blade are Lucifer's gifts. And then we have Silverwolf, who I'm gonna say quite an epic individual. Yeah, she's a bit too much of the stereotypical gamer, and I feel like she probably stanks of like expired bananas or something along those lines. But to be honest, I don't think it would bother me that much. I just feel like she would smash me in Smash Bros constantly, and you'd never be able to win against this chick, therefore she'd probably have no interest in you. But either way, she's kind of a fun character. I also use her on like every team, so a little bit of a bias there, yeah. Also, I love how Skrullum bullies her. It's very epic. Next, we have Brom the girl. I've never played Honkai Impact, but I will do her and her wife together because they're a package deal. Buy one, get one free. If you buy Bronya, Seela's coming along for the ride. But yeah, if I had to pick one I like more, bro, Seela is a bad bitch. She don't tolerate nothing. If you're kind of causing a ruckus in her house, which by her house, I mean the entire underworld, bro, she's gonna expand your anus with that scythe and have no regrets. She's gonna be like, bitch, the fuck you doing in my turf? Like, she's that type of parent, if her kid is getting bullied, she's gonna tell her kid to beat the shit out of the other kid. And then the mom of the other kid is gonna be like, why would you tell your son to do that? She's like, excuse me, bitch, who's the one who raised a shitty child? Like, no, I love this woman. She's amazing. My first banner 5-star, and I have no regrets. She is a gift from Barbados. Next, we got Brom. Bro, she is like Jean from Genshin because that's all I can compare her to. In the sense that she's always overworked and she's just digging herself into a ditch. She's like digging her own grave for the greater good. But to be honest, I kind of like her more because when she stood up to Mama Topaz, who we're gonna talk about her right after this. But when she was like, nah, Bella Boggians are gonna do what Bella Boggians do best. And that is build machines to get money. And she did do a really good job. Very epic reveal, queen. But yeah, I'm gonna put her at the bottom of indeed quite an epic individual. Yes. Ooh, okay, wait. Now let's talk about my thick wife, who I personally think is a gift from Barbados because of those cheeks. Goddamn. Now, aside from her physical features, I think she's a really complex character, which I kind of love to see. And I love it when Star Rail just throws these opposition characters, like Kafka, like Blade. Like, they're not inherently on your side, but you can understand why they do the things they do. And yeah, I love it when she throws her money at her problems, or actually, it's kind of her boss's money. But it's her job, and she does her job, yeah. I respect a hard-working woman like her. Speaking of hardworking, we have a child. She kind of reminds me of Clea, except she doesn't really wear shoes. Also, she's not a terrorist, but I'm gonna say CLARA is an epic individual. She's wholesome as heck. She just wants to help people, and they just want to help her by giving her a nice pair of boots. But unfortunately, she is used to frostbite feet. But yeah, quite an epic individual, not quite an immaculate gift from Barbados. Okay, yeah, never mind. Next up, we have little Jeppy. Let's do the whole family tree here. Yeah. I'm gonna say my favorite member out of the fam is Serval, because she has the most personality. This bitch is a wild one. And I'm not just talking about the guitar motif, bro. She puts her foot down for what she believes in, and preferably, I would hope she'd put her foot down on my face. Yes, this art right here is the most step on me vibes art I have ever seen in a Hoyoverse game, and I love it so much. I also love the diversity of everything she does. Like, she's the rocker chick. She does that as a side gig, and then she's a full-time genius mechanic. Like, it's kind of beautiful. I love to see people with more than just one shtick, and she's the perfect example of that. So I'm gonna say she's at the top of an epic individual. Yeah. Now, as for the other two, I'm gonna say Lil Jeppy is in the middle of the sophisticated peeps, but he's kind of just a one-trick by the books kind of guy. And personally, I always throw my books off the balcony, so there are little things I would disagree on with this man. I think he'd be a great husband. Like, he comes home after a long day of work, just like father up here, except he probably doesn't have a wife. He probably lives by himself. Nah, he's gonna be a single father raising a child. Yes, wait, I can kind of see that in Jeppy. It'd be awesome. He tries to be a good father, but both of his sisters doing wild shit with his daughter. I'm sorry. We're kind of fanficking, but yes. And then we have Lynx. I'm also just gonna leave her here. I kind of wish there was more of Lynx, because I use her in like literally all the content, but there's not much like personality. Like, she likes to camp, she's adorable, her and Pela's friendship is amazing, I love that shit. But I just wish there was like a little bit of something, like if they spice her drink up a bit so she'd have that extra bit of spice. But still, I do like her. She is a sophisticated, chill peep. Speaking of Pela, I love Pela. She's going in an immaculate gift from Barbados. Low key, or actually high key, Lynx's story quest basically turned into Pela backstory quest, and I kind of have no complaints because I love her in it. And aside from the trauma, I kind of love her mix of hobbies. She's in a band, she's a police officer, she likes boys love. Like, there's a lot of things compacted into this child right here, and I kind of love it. But yeah, let's continue. Next up, we have Hurt, the sassy lost child. And I'm gonna say she's an average lad and ladette. I feel like some people might attack me for putting her that low, so I'm actually gonna put her here. Because I do like the sassy characters, the ones who are like up in your face, like, I know you just didn't say that to me. Like, I love those people, but she has that little extra something where she's just like, yes, I am better than everyone. And that kind of bothers me just a little bit. I'm not saying I don't like her, because I definitely like her. She makes me laugh in several different instances, but she's just a bit much. Like, the reason I like her is cause it's a game. If this was real life, bro, I would despise this woman with a passion. Actually, yeah, we're gonna put her in the average lads and ladettes. Let me put DH above her. So let's do the whole Astral Express. We have Mademoiselle Himka, we have March 7th, and we have Father Welt, the daddy. Now, just out of spite, I'm putting Welt at the top of indeed quite epic individuals. You know I love this man to death. He is the daddy of this game, and that is never gonna change. There's never gonna be a more big peepee grandfather character. I don't see nothing. Ting Yun, Lord Chop, they got nothing on this man. But the reason I'm putting him here is because he still avoids my grasp. I'm just waiting till I get to that 300 pulls so I can bring this bitch home. But for the time being, he's gonna be here. Like, a lot of times, maybe March, she's like, this person is really bad. And Welt is like, well, they're being bad because of A, B, and C. Like, he rationalizes everything, and I love him for it. He's like Zhang Dong, except better. Yes, I said better, fight me. All right, next we have Himiko the mama. I do like how she came into the picture a bit in the whole Topaz scenario, but that's kind of it, right? Like, I know she's supposed to die. Or not. She's died in other games. She's gonna live in this one, I know it. But she's just kind of the chill, stay-at-home mom that you're waiting to get out of the house. She just likes her tea, or I think it was coffee, and she has that queen vibe when she sits down, sipping on that shit. She's like, I'm that bitch. I'm the top in every situation. Except for when she's with Kafka, she's 100% the bottom, but yes. Next we have March 7th, who is basically Pimon, if she was a cute anime girl. And her synergy with the main character, that being you, is immaculate. It's basically like Tweedledee and Tweedledum. You're the dumb one. She's actually probably smarter than you. Because you're constantly throwing out reference and memeing, and she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And you're just like, oh, don't worry, I'm talking to the player. And she's like, what? But nah, looking at her personality, she's just the hype, eccentric, cool chick. who just wants to have a good time adventuring with her friends. Yeah. I also do like her interactions with DH, and I did kind of ship them until I realized he's a 1,000-year-old something dragon dude or whatever. But I am gonna say this walking primo gem is indeed quite an epic individual. As for the main characters, because they're kind of the same, they're kind of like Lumine, except not in any way, and 100 times better. Because the thing is, in Genshin, Lumine and Aether don't have that much personality. But in this game, bro, they're throwing out references, they're trying to make you laugh constantly, so they're basically the jokester kid in class. That's kind of what I'm going to be ranking them as. So I'm going to say the female version, I forget her name, is going to be an immaculate gift from Barbados, while the male is indeed quite an epic individual. Now you might be saying, but they're the same person. Let me tell you this right now. There's a reason the female is advertised everywhere, okay? Like, I barely see the dude, like, anywhere. It's kind of sad. It's because her facial expressions are better, and her vibe, the smugness, just suits this face so much more than this one. I'll still just chuck them at the bottom, I guess, just for those who get a little upset. But yeah, it's gonna be like that. Next, I guess we'll finish Bellabog, because we don't have that many. Captain Hook of the Moles. I think she's a fun time. I feel like the people who don't like Hook just don't like children, and ironically, are probably just older children themselves. But as a human being who has seen children in the real world, yeah, I'm gonna say Hook is indeed quite a sophisticated individual. Nah, bro, the Pokemon Mount Silver reference during the Astrum Wars was amazing, bro. That was the coolest Hook moment I have ever seen, and probably the coolest moment in this game. Also, I love how she cares about her dad. Really goes to show that she's gonna grow up to be a real queen of the moles, yeah. Next, we got Natasha, my mother. Honestly, she is the real mother of this game. Yes, we have Kafka, the dominatrix mommy. Yes, we have Himiko, but Natasha is the girl you'd actually want to take care of you. Not just because she's a doctor, bro. She has that harsh personality. Bro, if you're not taking your Tylenol, your Advil extra strength, she is gonna be slapping you in the face. You're gonna be like, ooh, mommy, why'd you do this? And she's like, I'm taking care of you, bitch. Now take your medication. Like, she's wholesome, but she'll assert her dominance when she needs to. And that is the perfect mix of traits. I'm going to be putting her at the top. We're going to sort out this top tier because there's so many at this point. So we only have 2 Bella Bogians left, or I should say 1, because I'm sure Sampo is some kind of time wizard. Luca is kind of a Chad. The whole quest and the different ending shtick with him and the little girl, bruh, he is the best big bro you can ever ask for. Also, his fisting game is on point. He's a really swell dude for that. I'm gonna put him in the middle of quite epic individuals. I know Sela is kind of already taken with Braun, but their interactions are kind of cute as well. I do kind of love them together, but I'll probably get in shit for that because of this. So yeah, she's gonna go back up there. Luca is still an epic dude. Then we have Sampo Koski. You either love him or you hate him. Me? I think he's just really sophisticated. He's kind of like the Ito of this game, except he clearly has more brain cells than he's letting you believe. Low-key, in the future, I'm expecting him to be a weekly boss. He's gonna have like a demonic transformation, and he's gonna have this really cool violin snazzy music playing. But yeah, I can also respect the man who just likes his money and has his priorities straight. I do want more dreams of Sampo in the future. It's very epic indeed. Now we getting into that Luofu gang. So Daddy Ting Yun and Daddy Luocha. Let's do both of them together. I'm gonna say Ting Yun is kind of just weirdly the oddball out of his like cartel, like his gang. Like everyone else is about that destruction life, while he's just kind of like, I don't fuck with that shit. I'm a swell, chill, gotta lead my people kind of guy. I'm pretty sure Fujian, wherever she is, oh, she's over here. Pretty sure she's gonna take over after a while, and he's just gonna live that retirement life. Also his voice. I kind of wish he made an audiobook so I can listen to that when I go to sleep. But yeah, he's indeed quite an epic individual, yes. Next we got the other daddy, Lucha. We are for sure seeing more of this guy in the future. Bro, he's like Thampo. These two probably know each other. They're probably in the same cartel circle. And they'll probably join forces with the Decepticons and we'll fight them on planet number 27. That is my prediction. But yeah, I had that whole theory about Ting Yun being in his coffin, but that apparently wasn't the case and I'm sad. But I am still waiting for the emotional, in quotations, reunion between Daddy 1 and Daddy 2. But Daddy 2 is going under Daddy 3. Yeah, we're gonna put him there. Next we got Fujian. This is my girl. I fucking adore this woman. Now, when I first met her, I thought I was gonna want to punt her. Like, you can give me $10, I would kick this chick across the room. But in actuality, she's not even a tsundere. Like, barely at all. Like, maybe every now and then you'll get that little hint. But even with that being one of her tropes, there's so much more girth in that arsenal. Like, she's an insanely smart gigabrain dude, or sorry, chick. I feel like her head should look like Megamind's head. It should be a big pink oval thing. But yes, I would pay money to see that. I just kind of want to sit down, play chess, have some tea with her, even though she'd be whooping my ass. I kind of still fuck with her, yeah. I do think she needs some vacation days, though. Maybe chilling with, I don't know how to pronounce her name, the gambling chick. Or not even gambling, just the definition of hedonism, of nihility. Bro, she should be a 5-star, considering how close she is to that perfect ideal. But yes, honestly, I do not think there was an instant where I was not laughing at the dialogue that this chick was putting out. Bro, she is hilarious. Some people might be like, ugh, she doesn't work enough, she's annoying. Bruh, she is the most relatable chick considering her situation. Like, these people in space China have to work hard day in and day out. It doesn't surprise me that you have a chick like this who's just running away from work whenever she gets the chance. That's the good life. You don't have to work so hard all the time. But yeah, she is truly a best friend-like character. I'm gonna leave her, and indeed quite an epic individual, yes. Next we got Suong, the girl, who I also kinda shipped with DH before realizing he's a 1,000-year-old dragon. But if there's anything that Frien-sama has taught me, it's that age is just a number. But yeah, Suong is a really chill chick. She's kind of the most down-to-earth girl in the game. Like, she's so normal, but she has so much, like, pep in her step. Like, bro, during that whole market event where you have to defend the whole Luofu marketplace from these two dastardly ussies, bro, every time she was talking and on screen, I kind of loved her. But yes, this chick does indeed embody the chivalrous mentality. Wait, quick question. Why do all of the knights except her wear armor? Like, bro, is it just a strut that she's a main character and they're not? I mean, I guess that is the case. Next, we have emotional damage the character. I'm gonna put her at the top because she makes me sad. Y'all ever just want to stick your head in a foxtail and have sweet, fluffy dreams? Yeah, I did too, until she died, or, you know, maybe she's still alive somewhere in space, floating in an asteroid made out of ice. Plot twist! She's gonna become the new March 7th. But yeah, everyone seemed to love her, so I don't really know who the real Ting Yun ever really was. But either way, Fantilia, bro. When she was acting as Ting Yun, she was making me smile, so even if that wasn't the real her, I would still put her at the top. And then all of the NPCs constantly telling us how amazing of a person she is. I kind of want to put her in They Exist just to cope that she's still alive. You know, yeah, we're just going to say, perfect. We're going to say she's alive in Portland. We're going to put her right there, yeah. Next we have Yan Ging. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Bro, I feel so bad for this kid. His companion quest wasn't about him. He's constantly getting bullied by everyone. Like, dude, the character that is actually really strong. Except he's constantly fighting stronger people. Like, who can I compare this man to? He's like, kind of a random comparison. You know Jogo from Jujutsu Kaisen? Yeah, he's like that dude. He fought Gojo, he's fighting Sukuna now. Bro, he's fighting the strongest people in the verse and getting his ass beat. And we think he's soft because of it. Like, come on. I'm just gonna make a tier for him as well. Stop child abuse, guys. He needs more screen time, needs more love. Speaking of love, these 3 characters down here are at least in my top 5. I love the 3 of them to no end. So I'll talk about Jingliu. I fucking adore the layers of this character. Like, this is that smile we could not protect because we weren't even alive at the time. Like, the whole story of the Cloud Quintet is just, like, it shows how good the writing of this game could be, even when it's not relying on humor. Because the whole story, even when I just think about it, makes me sad. And bruh, have you seen Jingliu's smile? It's fucking beautiful. And out of that entire squad, like the quintet, she's the one who's been there. Like, she feels like the center of everything. And yes, she is the leader, but that's not what I mean. Like, everyone has that attachment to her, and that's why it kind of hurts her the most. Like, you kind of feel me? But yeah, I can write a whole essay on why this chick's amazing. Insanely well written. I know for a fact she is not just going to prison. She's gonna have another role to play at some point in this game, for sure. Next we have Yukong, another emotional damage character. Like, what the fuck? In my opinion, to this day, even though I love Jingliu's side, like, companion mission, Yukong's companion mission is, in my opinion, the best in this entire game, and I wouldn't be surprised if it stays like that for a really long time, because one, it delved into her, everything she stands for. Bruh, that line she says at the end of her companion quest still makes me tear up to this day.
'Cause I already touched the sky.
The emotion in her fucking voice. I love how right when we got to the Luofu, everyone was like, ugh, she's so strict. I don't like this chick. Bro, she's strict for a reason, man. She's been through hell and back. She just needs to retire with a husband and live a happy life. That's all I want for a lot of these characters. Please, just have a nice retirement. Like, God. Although Jingliu is never retiring. She's in a constant state of suffering. But yeah. And finally, we're ending on a positive note. I always forget how to pronounce this girl's names. We're gonna call her Gui. Yeah, Gui, that's her name. She's basically like the Yoimiya of this game, except modernized. Like, if Tevat had cell phones, had Instagram, Yoimiya would be all over that shit. She would be the streamer of Tevat, just as Gui is the streamer of the multiverse, pretty much. But yeah, this chick is just a constant ball of positivity. Like, just from her intro in the Astral Wars, you know what you're getting with this girl. And I'm really excited for the upcoming event that we're gonna get more of her in the spooky forest thing. Although I don't have much to go off of, she's still already one of my favorite characters in the game. I love this chick. We're just gonna organize it really quick from my favorite to least favorite, one by one. All right, guys, we have finished with the list. I'm just gonna say this again. There is not a character in this game that I actively dislike. So with that in mind, I'll scroll through the list. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. And the Star Rail tier list are coming soon. It's kind of the whole reason why I made this, just to get a personal refresher, low-key. But thanks for watching and have a good one, guys. I'll scroll through as I exit the video.